readings. Let's find out what we have today. Today. All right. Okay, let's see what's going on. Look, some kind of energy, right? Life force energy. You're being replenished with within yourself. Your energy is being replenished by the help of a certain man, right? This is a wonderful man, right? This might not be someone like extremely gorgeous, but we're not talking about physical here. We're talking about someone who's like down to earth and connected, and like a real person, like they are what you see them to be, right? Which is beautiful, right? Nothing pretentious, nothing fake. This person has reached a certain height in their career, so they either are here or career-wise, or have a degree that is here to be on a career-wise. I'm not sure. Extremely generous person and caring. So why are we talking about this person? Just give me a second. You feel frustration, right? As something happens within your life, right? Something happens or happened? They're not telling me. So basically, something happens or happened within your life. Let's go with happens. Something happens within your life that you have to endure the pain of it, right? The suffering. So you have to sort of like endure the frustration, right? So not react to it, but like you just have to whatever, live with it. This lesson is coming from the master himself. So this is a lesson from the dark energies, right, that are connected to you. So anything that triggers your emotional reaction, right? Frustration, anger, resentment, revenge, jealousy, anger, envy, all of those negative, awful things. So this event is is supposed to trigger one of those things, but you have to endure it in such a way where you do not. So the emotion might be triggered, but you're not allowed to go forth with an emotion. So you're not supposed to make the emotion a driving force for you within that aspect of chapter of your life. Tradition, what does that have to do with that? Struggle. Okay, so you struggle with some kind of tradition, right? Some tradition that might come from the family that is imposed by the culture, cultural tradition, spiritual tradition, psychological tradition, whatever tradition that surrounds you. You're stuck in. When I'm saying stuck in, it doesn't mean like you're mentally stuck in it. I feel like you feel like you're in prison of that. So you have this desire to break out of it, but you're interacting with a lot of people where you have to act a certain character within their realm. So you have to pretend to be a certain way. You can't possibly exactly saying be yourself around these people. And this happens during some kind of celebration. So I'm thinking, is this a family that we're talking about? You get together, they go like, God, 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 or this, and you're like, no, but you can't say anything. Yes, this is a family. This has to do with the people who actually are related to you by blood, not the family that we choose, the family that, made us. You're presently extremely bored. This is random information. You're presently extremely bored, right? But there's this like innate freedom inside of you. You're like a little bird, right? That survives. That like the bird that never actually migrates, right? You can remain within your place, right? Wherever you are. So what the cards are trying to tell you is that wherever we put you, you're content within that space, and you can make a happy of that place. So you don't need this like make my brain blow out of control and make me excited so that I can be happy. You can make excitement and happiness, and you can produce it out of tiny things. That's you. But why are you bored though? Whoa, just a second. Ooh, there it is. Why are you bored? Because you need ecstasy. What kind of ecstasy? Oh, ecstasy from. Oh, sorry, camera moved. Ecstasy from fulfillment. So something about your wishes, right? Something has to do with your wishes. You want your wishes fulfilled, and you want to feel the ecstasy that you would feel from those wishes being fulfilled. So that's what you need. So you're a little bored because they're what? They're not happening just yet. So where are we going with this? See what? Look, the decision is yours to see things as crumbling, right? To see that, oh, my dream is not coming true, so everything's burnt up and turning into ashes, and it's never going to happen. Or I'm that close from home coming, which is I'm that close from my dream coming true, right? The choice between these two outcomes of a thought, right, is up to you. So whatever you choose is going to be the balance of you, which is if you choose the state of mind where you think nothing's happening, it's all waste of time, let's burn all this to hell, this is bullshit, then that's going to be your balance. Now you understand what kind of balance that is, right? You're entering a destructive force. But there's balance within destructive force too. Like people think there's the balance means like only positive. Bullshit. You have balance within. If you go to constantly like absolute positive, I have wings and I'm an angel, you have to balance yourself there too. So you have to balance yourself, right? And you have a choice. You can balance yourself within that realm of utter positivity, which is a wrong way of doing things, but it's a good experience. And then you can do the same thing within the negative aspect of thinking. You can balance yourself there. You can balance yourself as like a divine justice that does bad things to people who are bad. That would be your balance. I don't know, I'm improvising here. But true balance is being neutral between the positive and the negative. But what's asked of you right now is not to be neutral. What's asked to be of you right now, not asked, nothing's asked of you actually, of you right now. What is told you is that it depends on you whether you become positive or negative, whether you will be living and residing within frustration and negativity and anger, or peace and hope and tranquility. That all depends on you solely by choosing the perspective with which you see your dream coming or not coming true, right? So this is beautiful because you have a choice. So it's not like you just like flopped over to the right and flopped over to the left. You're like, you can go right or left. It's your choice. You have a choice. So it's solely up to you. Neither higher beings, lower beings, or any beings, your guides or your angels or your gods or deities decide what you should do or are telling you what to do. They're just telling you what you can do. They're not even telling you what you can't do. They're telling you what you can do. Your strength is beyond, right? And your strength resides, right? It comes from triggering. Just want to double check. Okay, it's triggered with something that has to touch the respect within yourself. That respect is like deep rooted, right? The respect, it's not just personal, that respect, right? So anything that has to do with the respect within your mind has to do with integrity and dignity and values, right? What you respect in life, not respect towards you, what you respect in life, right? What you respect in a human being, what you respect in a woman, what you respect in a man, what you respect in a living being, right? Now, when that is triggered, that's when your life force sort of, right? It's like, sort of like that gives you a breath of life, that concept of living, having respect, a certain integrity that you hold on to, right? You've developed a spine that's full of integrity and the life force flows through it, right? Now, when that is triggered, right? Extreme strength comes out, but not in the negative way. So it's like the bear that we have here, right? So extreme strength comes out, but we got the white bear here, which is your dominant protective aspect, right? Of your personality comes out violently, right? In defense for the integrity and that you stand for and believe in and wish to be the base of all living. So you come out against injustice in violence. Where are we going with this? Once again, this is so random. Yes, you're like a swan. You can be beautiful yet deadly and violent. Also, there's this androgynous aspect of you, right? So you're like very androgynous within yourself. You might look androgynous or you might feel androgynous or you might be both. There's androgynous aspect to you, which would speak of your alpha and omega, your masculine and feminine being in balance, right? Look, I don't know if it relates to everyone, but I must say this because it might relate to some. You at times feel like you can't find anyone worth your time or while. You know why? Because you can't find anyone like yourself. And this is not the ego that I'm speaking about. This reading is for multiple people, right? So some aspects might relate to some people, some to others, and maybe the whole reading might relate to you. But some of you, my dears, can't relate to other people within relationships. You are unable to find a partner, a true partner. You know why? Because you compare all to you, but rightfully so. I would say it would be an egotistical way of thinking if I didn't have these cards before this. But this is a whole, this is like someone who has a clear vision of who they are, where they stand, and what they need, what they deserve, and what they want and desire all at the same time. So, I mean, I'm sorry, my love, it must be difficult for you. So why are we saying this? You feel like you're in a maze when it comes to relationships within your life, be it friendship or partnership. You feel like you're in a maze, right? Like on the bottom of the maze, like, and within this maze, you're alone. And it looks like to me that you always find the way out of the maze like this. But you know what's the funny part that I said? There's no one in that maze with you. Because it looks to me that no one actually makes to that maze to the root of the tree of life, right? The tree of life, right? You go to the roots of the tree, right? And then you select and slowly raise up to the branches, right? No one actually makes it to that maze that goes to the root of the tree of life. You did. And you always end up alone. And feel like you're just a little fawn. And alone within this beautiful frequency and energy, just waiting for someone to come around and connect with. You feel very lonely and sad and misunderstood. Something will happen with this full moon coming up. And what will happen is you're going to meet or come together with a person, right? With a person that you're going to have a conversation with, who's going to empower you greatly. This person is going to give you empowerment, right? And they will spark this life energy within you, like spark it, like light it up, because it looks like it, yeah. This whole life force energy, like this aspect of it, has been deactivated. So this person coming together and meeting this person and sparking a conversation, this person will touch you close to your heart. Like they will trigger you. The conversation will be touching it, right? And it will spark that part of you that's been dead for a very long time. At least you felt like it was dead for a long time. So this is a random reading. I don't know who is it for, but damn, that's a lot of information all over the place. Well, have fun. I go now.